Hi, Dr. Tom Hanson here with Lesson 3 in this course on how to overcome failure and play as great in games as you do in practice. Lesson 3 is not going to have anywhere near the impact as I would like it to unless you've done Lesson 1 and 2. We're really going to bring those two together today. So if you haven't done Lesson 1 about your ABCs, how you're going to act, breathe, and connect in order to consistently play your best and generate feeling good, then please go and do that. And if you haven't done Lesson 2, which is all about identifying your personal success qualities, inner game ways of being that you can choose regardless of what you're doing, regardless of your circumstances. You can play this inner game, and that's going to give you your maximum chance of success. Go please do that. So Lesson 3, it's really about focus. This whole thing becomes really a huge point, we'll say, is to focus on what you can control. There's so much in baseball and softball that you cannot control, like the weather, the field conditions, the umpire, the opponents, your teammates, the coach, and then actually how you do your actual outcomes, whether you get a hit or not, whether or not you get a batter out. Those are things you cannot control. And if you need to think about that a little bit, hit the pause button. But this idea of focus is huge. Let me give it a little demonstration. Here is a piece of cardboard. We'll say that my goal is to make a hole in this cardboard, is to cut a hole in this cardboard. And I'll just take a regular clown nose that you probably have on your desk and push it up against this. Let me just push this. Nothing coming out. Okay, let's look at a knife. A little better tool. Why? Because it's focused. The energy of it is focused much more sharply. As I push here, right on through. Focused energy. That's the difference between some players are like this, and some players are like this. And it's no wonder they don't accomplish their goals. So, how do we get ourselves focused on what we can control? Here's the handout for this lesson. Hopefully you have this or something like it. All I want you to do is on these 4 lines right here, enter your qualities, your success qualities from Lesson 2. And on here, A, B, and C, enter your ABCs. What are your ABCs from Lesson 1? And in this space, enter your goal. What is a goal that you have? You want to start at a certain level. You want to hit a certain batting average or earned run average. You want to play in college. You want to get drafted. You want to, whatever it might be. It's fine if it's some external, real tangible goal. That's kind of the point. So, because you want to achieve something. And these circles here are targets. This is like your target. I like the word target. And so and this is you down here at the bottom, and here's the deal. This becomes your road to success. Success being your spot there. And how do you do that? What should you focus on? Well, you should focus on choosing your qualities and being those qualities, and then for the inner game, and then actually how you go at the day, or whatever it is you're doing at the moment, the present moment. How you're going to act, how you're going to breathe, how you're going to connect. And that becomes your way. You could call it the Hanson way, but that's my way. You've got to come up with your way. Stick your last name on it and then call it way. Like if you have the Jeter way. If you think about Derek Jeter, he's got a way of doing things. He's developed a way of doing things that enables him to be consistently at or near his best. I had a chance to watch him and Clemens for a year, up close, watching how they go about their business, and you can tell. I mean, he didn't have to be in my vantage point to know that these guys come to the park every day to play. And why is it? They've got a certain way. They've got an approach. Here's what I do, whether I was 4 for 4 or 0 for 4. Here's how I come out into the ball game and the ballpark, rather than waiting to see what happens and then I'll see if I'm confident. You learn to generate the confidence doing your ABCs, choosing this inner game. I'm going to be positive, focused, relentless, whatever is on your list. Okay, now I've identified my targets, and now I'm going to take a focused approach and focus, though, take that energy from my insight and focus it on whatever I see, whatever I'm connected with. And that's going to cut through and enable you to cut through all the difficult stuff that you have in baseball and softball, all the adversity, all the failure. So we need to shift your focus so that you're focused on what you can control, which is what's on this path right here. Stay focused on your path. That is a massive, massive key to overcoming failure, because you can control these things. The failure that you're talking about is normally things you can't control, like making outs, or getting batters out. So focus on these elements, write them in your path. And the outside the path here are all distractions, all things that, what are things that pull you off track, like girls or guys or your stats or your coach. You don't like your coach, you poor thing. Well, are you going to let that throw away your career? Stay focused on your path. Stay on your road. This is what you can control. Focus on these things, measure them, and that's going to be your key to success. And a key one from a distraction point is your stats. People get hung up on their stats, and that just pulls them like a hook and a fish. I'm on course, but I'm only hitting 280, and off you go. So don't get hooked. When you do get hooked, spit the hook and come back on your path. How do you do that? Well, A, B, C, and connect with your key qualities that you identified in lesson 2. And you'll also notice, if you look at that target, the road keeps going. It keeps going, that this is your path no matter what it is. I mean, I talk to guys that say, I want to get to the major leagues. Okay, well then they get there and then they get sent back down. And it's like, well, you did it. It's like, yeah, but that's not really what I wanted. I guess I wanted to stay. So you need to, how do you do that? Well, you develop a way. This is the way I do things. I don't care if you're playing in a little league team or some high school all-star team, or you're playing in the big leagues. Here's what I do is on my path right here. So I'm trying to hammer that because it's just like, sheesh. It's hard for people to get this, but to get that, here's what I do. I'm going to come and do the things from my first 2 lessons. Stay on my path, not get hooked. Stay on it. That is what makes you mentally tough. That's what the good ones are doing. And now you know, so there's no excuse. In the next lesson, I'll be talking about how to put this into action, like right on the field, some specific stuff there. And lesson 5 is my personal favorite.